Hey everyone, David Hill here with Vestrite. So today I wanted to do a video and talk about what pretty much everyone else is talking about, and that is the coronavirus, COVID-19. And it's been interesting because there's been so much talk about how long will it last, what's going to happen with the stock markets, what's the government doing in response. There are opinions and ideas and thoughts all across the board. And I'm not going to get into too much today on my own personal opinions just because my opinions aren't necessarily any more valid than anyone else's. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Vestrite. And, it's in times like these where I guess you can call them the benefits of what we do really do start to hit home. And, when I'm thinking about what it is that I do and what we teach folks to do, first and foremost, just being able to work from home. I mean, we've got here in Oregon, the schools have closed down for this week, and then obviously next week is spring break, so it's closed then. Right now, tentatively, they're thinking about opening the schools up after spring break. Will that happen? We don't know. It's still kind of a wait and see situation. But just the ability to be able to work from home for us has been a huge benefit. And we are I'm just very thankful that I've got the type of job where I can be home. And when our kids are off of school on an unexpected week like this week, it's not an absolute emergency situation for us. So very thankful for that. Another thing I'm thankful for with the Vestrite model is just the fact that, and I know we hit this over and over again, we talk about it almost in every video, but the fact that the Vestrite model comes down to putting together land deals, but exiting out of those land deals before the big risk moments. And so those big risk moments there's two major ones, right? There is purchasing the property, and then there is taking out the loan for constructing the subdivision. And those are two very big boy moments in a land deal. And one of the things that Vestrite really hits home on is that we do not teach you guys to go out and take some of those big risks. Now, those risks, big rewards, don't get me wrong. And the people out there, including ourselves and our land development company, we do take on those risks and we do see those rewards. But with those rewards comes these big risks. And Vestrite really more focuses on alleviating as much risk as possible. So that's another thing I'm really thankful for with the Vestrite model, and especially in regards to the coronavirus and what's going to become of it. The markets are another thing, right? I mean, people might ask, well, is our method or any real estate method, is it immune to market swings? Is it immune to recession? And if I were to sit here and tell you that yes, our model is is immune to recession, I think you should probably turn the video off right now and just look elsewhere, because there is, to my knowledge, there is no real model that is 100% immune to recession. But when you're thinking about business models, you think in terms of risk and reward. And what we really focus on is alleviating that risk. So it does help in times of recession, which I'm not saying we're in a recession, and I don't think, well, that's up for argument, right? There are different definitions for recession. We can be in a micro recession, we can be in a full-blown recession, and there are times for that. I think at 2 months of recession, it's officially a recession. So I don't know really where we're at right now, but the point is that the model that we teach in Vestrite is built around helping protect against things like recession. And so the fact that we put the deals together and we exit out prior to closing, a huge thing that gives us some good security against recessions. The fact that our deals, we can decide if and how much money we want to put into the deal, a huge protection against recessions. So it's it is definitely something that we are thankful to be involved in right now, especially in times like these. I did want to take a second to talk a little bit about the coronavirus and about everything that's going on. And this is really just kind of my own personal opinion, and I'm kind of done talking about Vestrite, so you can, if you're just here for the business side of things, you can end the video now. But it's true that I'm really kind of seeing two camps right now in terms of people's reaction to this pandemic. There is the type of person who will get the briefings from the White House all the way down to state, local, county level, and they will heed that advice, or they will heed those restrictions. Here in Oregon, the schools are shut down, no sporting events, no public events, and really the line is, hey, for the next 2 weeks, just stay home. And there are the camps of people who will be like, yeah, I'm going to stay home. I'm going to do my part. I'm going to stay at home for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to help, what do they call it? Flattening the curve, right? And then there are what they're calling the rugged individualists. And those are the folks that are likely to say things like, I'm American and I can do what I want. No one tells me what I can and can't do. So if I want to go out, I will absolutely go out. Those are really the two camps on the two ends of the spectrum. And then people will fall kind of anywhere in between those. And my personal opinion, and again, this is just my personal opinion, but I am of the opinion that with the way this virus is built and the way it's transmitted, that yes, if everyone were to isolate for a short period of 2 weeks, that it would do wonders to helping slowing down this virus. And so just on a personal level, I'm letting you guys know that luckily my job is based from home, so I'm working from home. I'm limiting anything to go out. I haven't been out of the house for quite a few days now. I have continued to shower, so there you go for that. So I'm clean, but I haven't been outside that much. Keeping our kids home as well, just trying to do our part. And I would just encourage you, if you are the rugged individualist, just to take a step back and think, okay, it's not so much about my rights and whether or not I get infected. It really, and this is being said all over the place, so my apologies for repeating this, but it's bigger than us, right? It's bigger than us. I can go out and risk getting infected, but and maybe at my age it won't be a big problem for me. But introducing that risk into other people in my life, that's I think where that team player mentality has to come in. And so I am self-isolating for the next couple weeks, and I just want to encourage you guys to think about that. And if you are in a position where you have to work, maybe you don't have that option of working from home, just to limit it to as much as you can, to staying at home as much as you can, and limiting your exposure to the outside world. It's a very strange thing, just even making this video and thinking about, in 2020, all the governments, well, not all of them, but most of the governments of the world are now asking their citizens to stay home. And some of them are even forcing their citizens to stay home. So it's a strange thing, and it feels like it's something that should have happened in the 1800s or the 1900s, but here we are in 2020 and it's a reality. And so I just want to let you know that I'm doing my part, and I'm encouraging you to do that as well. So I'll end it here. But yeah, Vestrite, I think, it is just the benefits are really being exposed in this current situation, and thankful to be working from home, thankful to be practicing a method that limits risk. And if it's something that you are interested in, definitely check us out. You'll find our training video at vestrite.com/action. But in the meantime, be safe, stay isolated, and we'll see you on the other end. All right, guys, take care.